Welcome to Viewer Subscriber Questions. It's been a while since we've had a new video uploaded on the channel. I'd like to explain in this video, give you an update, because we've had some change of circumstances, so I haven't been able to upload any videos recently. But let's first recap. So we're working on this picture with these different empires, and we're trying to show a picture that can explain how the Roman Empire could have expanded deeper into Africa to address the question from the viewer. In the last video we were speaking about this great rivalry between the Roman Empire and Persia. But let's look at the question. It says, well, there are actually two parts to the question. The first part was also interesting, we might come back to that later. But this part says, Japheth is not Roman. Romans are Edom. Edomites that mixed with Japheth. And we did have a playlist. We're working on this playlist, what do we know about Esau or Edom? So we do already have some information already on the channel that there could be a potential connection between Edom and Rome. So if you haven't watched this series, that might help to be, let's say, like a supplement for for the work that we're doing with the Roman Empire and the Holy Land series. So let's look at the map. So we can see I've got the Roman Empire with the same color as Japheth, and I think that's what the viewer is asking. You know, we know that Esau or Edom comes from Shem, so could we change this color to show that, you know, the influence of Edom on this empire? But we must also think about what we were saying in the previous videos, that, you know, this region of the world, let's say Kush, you know, could that be influencing the religion of the Roman world and the Greek world? And we also said there's a potential in the previous video for the royal lines, for royal families to be coming from this part of the world, from Kush. So then you could also say, you know, is there an influence of Ham on this Roman Empire? You know, could we change the color to match the color for Ham? But let me explain why I've got it with the color of Japheth, because I know there's different theories out there about the sons of Noah, but on this channel, you know, we're working with the premise that the sons of Japheth, you know, spread out to the north, mainly to this land that we know as Europe today. So because the Roman Empire has its origin in the realm of Europe, and it builds and spreads from the territory of Japheth, that's why I've got it with this color, because, you know, the Roman Empire expanding from the realm of Japheth, you know, it makes sense to show it with that color. But there definitely could be other influences on this empire, like Edom, and also from Ham. So it's a very, very good question. And I've made some updates to this map. So I've got this sphere also to include Egypt, because we know Egypt was very important to the Romans. So if we change this color to show that, you know, Egypt also belonged to the empire of the Romans, and Egypt was often described as the breadbasket, you know, of the ancient world, and to the Romans as well. And we mentioned how Rome also conquered Syria, so this territory of Syria also belonging to the Romans, and that this was a major battleground between the Roman Empire and Persia, and that, you know, they decided to use the Euphrates River, you know, as like a boundary between these two empires. And we have done some videos on this channel about the Euphrates River, and we were looking in West Africa. Now let me explain the color for Persia, because we can see I've got Persia with the same color as Shem. That's because we had the source Josephus saying that the Persians have their origins from Elam, so that the Persians descend from Elam, and Elam is a son of Shem. So that's why I've got the color for Persia with Shem. But there could also be other influences on the Persians. You know, it's probably not just purely going to be Shem. There could be influences of Cush, because we can see the close proximity of Cush. So there could be influences of Ham on Persia, and maybe also influences of Japheth. But I've left it with the color of Shem, because for similar reasons for the Roman Empire, that I think this empire of Persia is predominantly in the land of Shem. So it's coming from the land of Shem, that's why I've got it with that color. But there also could be different influences on the Persians as well. So I just want to give you an update with this series, because it's been a while since I've been able, with the change of circumstances, I have not been able to upload a new video. And I said we might be doing a finale. But we were speaking about these different empires and trying to speak about how they followed one after the other. And I was just thinking maybe we might have gone through them a bit too quickly, especially these last few. Maybe we covered them too quickly, and it might be better to try, go a bit slower. But it's difficult because I didn't want to have a very, very long series to answer this question. I was trying to keep it quite short, but then when you keep it short, it's difficult to get all the information in, and it's difficult for it not to become rushed or jammed with the information trying to go. You're trying to cover it too fast, and then you might lose something. And is it actually going to be beneficial and helpful? So, and the idea, I was also trying to keep it quite simple for people that are new to the information, and maybe also new to the empires, to try keep it simple for people who are at different points in their learning to be able to follow along. So maybe trying to rush it is not maybe a good idea either. If to go through it more slowly, it might help people. So what I'm thinking is to do something similar to what we're doing with this playlist, What Do We Know About Esau and Edom, where I've left it open so we can always add another video later, and maybe do the same thing for this series as well. Leave it open, and then we can add videos, if needs be, and then go through the information a bit more slower and try work on these empires, and just not rush it just to finish the series. That's probably the main update I want to try to say. I've been thinking about it, and I think just to try to finish off the series with one video, is it really going to be helpful? So that's the idea, is to leave the series open, and hopefully I'll be able to make some new videos soon to continue the series. But this is where we are at the moment. So just a quick update to let you know that I'm still here, and there are changing circumstances, so I might not be able to make videos as frequently as I was, but I would like to try carry on and keep going with the channel, and try to see if we can understand this picture better, how this Roman Empire could have expanded into deeper into Africa. That's the idea of the series. So thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.